the price of those food substances are going to increase because they have been transported. So the prices will automatically increase. Villages do not have land to plant cassava and maize on. Then what about the cities? So guys, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Grace Stephen and this is my YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing if today is your first time of coming across my channel, and put your notification bell so that you will not miss any of my videos. So today's video is actually an advice to farmers in central region especially, or farmers in communities that have suitable land for planting of cocoa crop, like Eastern region, Ashanti, Western, those regions. So if you are a farmer in any of these communities, stay with me and watch this video to the end, because I know you are going to learn something new. Or if you have families or friends who are farming in any of these communities, watch this video and share with them so that they can learn something new from this video. I've actually noticed that something is going on, and if I don't know whether the farmers are aware of what they are doing, or maybe it's just that they find it interesting to be doing it. I don't know. I just don't know. I have noticed that actually cocoa is one of the most important crops in our country, which we even export. When you come to some of the villages or some of the communities, some basic crops or some basic foodstuffs that can be planted in the communities are being substituted with cocoa. So you come to some villages and common crops such as maize, plantain, cassava, you cannot find it in some of the villages. I'm not saying planting of cocoa crops is bad, but we shouldn't reach a stage whereby every crop or every foodstuff should be bought from, let's say, different region before coming into any of these regions. Because anytime those foodstuffs are being transported from different region to either, let's say, central, eastern, Ashanti or western, or those communities that are good for cocoa planting, because the cars are going to use petrol or fuel, the price of those food substances are going to increase because they have been transported, so their prices will automatically increase. But if it is planted in the community itself, the prices will not be high as compared to those ones that are transported from different regions to these regions. So definitely, if those crops are being planted in the regions, the price would have been cheaper. Here lies the case: the land is still the same and cocoa crop is being planted every year. What happens if the entire land is full of cocoa crops? Where are we going to plant our plantain? Where are we going to plant our cassava? Where are we going to plant maize? Maize is actually another important crop that is universal, because animals use it, human beings also use it, so it's very competitive. So what happens if we don't have any place to plant all this maize? Does it mean that we are going to start buying maize from different regions? This has made the price of maize in most of these regions, central, western, eastern and Ashanti, it has made the price of maize to be very high as compared to some of the regions that plant maize frequently or continuously. So please, let's educate our farmers that even as they plant their cocoa crops, at least there should be some small portion that they can use to plant some of these crops as well. And one thing about the cocoa crop is that when it is being planted, there is no way you are going to plant any other crop inside that particular cocoa crop that it will yield, it will give you good fruit, or it's going to give you good yields. When you plant a cocoa crop, or when you nest and you plant, you cannot plant cassava inside, you cannot plant your plantain inside, you cannot plant your maize inside. Even if you plant it, it will not yield properly for you. And those crops takes minimum of say 3 years to start bearing fruit for you. So that means that when you plant those crops this year and next year you are going to plant that, those land that you are planting the cocoa crops on, you cannot plant anything on them. So, and continuously they keep planting it. Every year they keep planting. Eventually all the land will be covered full of cocoa, and that is when you begin to regret. So please, let's educate our farmers so that even as they are working to plant the cocoa, they should reserve some portion down to plant maize, cassava and those crops on it, so that at least whilst they are working on the cocoa farm, they can feed on those maize, plantain and cassava, because cocoa is actually a seasonal crop. So even as you are working on it, you will have to be eating something before going to work on those crops, which is very important. So let's educate our farmers so that at least they should plant some of these crops to feed the family at least before working on a cocoa crop. Yeah, I know some communities in central region that do not have land that they plant maize, cassava and those things from. So all the time they are buying from the market. Villages that are supposed to be supplying the market with some of these food substances are covered with cocoa. So there is no land that they are going to plant any of these things on. Villages do not have land to plant cassava and maize on. Then what about the cities? So the cities, they're always in trouble. So in villages, you're having money, alright, but you cannot buy any of those things. You cannot find any of those things and buy. You are carrying money, alright, but you cannot find any of those things and buy, because they don't have land to plant the cassava on it. They don't have land to plant the maize on it. So guys, let's educate them so that we will make it better for ourselves. If you find this video interesting, like it, let me know your opinion about it. Share it with farmers, especially in central region, Ashanti, Western, Eastern, so that they can learn something from it, which will help all of us in the region and beyond. Guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification bell. Also share this video as well. Let me know in the comment section what you think about what I'm saying, whether what I'm saying is true or not. Share your views with me and I'll be glad to respond to them. Thank you very much guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.